All right. That was the best song I think Nick's ever done.
It was really good. It was like
so taking the place of Nick is
Jackson.
Jackson.
You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. If you're gonna say, you gotta say hi. Say hi. Say hi. My name's Jackson.
I have a grandson named Jackson because he's named Jackson because that's what my dad called me when he would always call me Jackson.
Yeah.
At least he didn't call me Jackie like my mom or Little Jack like everyone else did. My dad's name was
what do I call you? You don't know? Do I call you Jack? Yeah. Jackson.
And here's Jackson Gladfelder's in the chat.
Which is your favorite? Jack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Say it right here so you can hear you. You're gonna be shy.
Jack is my name. I'm a Jack.
His name is Jack too.
My name is Jack.
Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not short for John F. Kennedy.
Yeah. So we have a little bit of a special guest unexpectedly in the last few minutes. My wife is in Nashville, Tennessee, with some girlfriends.
Tennessee.
Yeah, for our friend's birthday party, and my daughter is at her friend's house with a sleepover.
Bros night.
No school this week?
No, it's school vacation week for my daughter. This one has to go to school though. You went to school today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you going to school tomorrow?
What happens when you don't want to go to school?
What do you do when you don't want to go to school? You stay home, play video games.
He's so shy.
I'm guessing you're not this shy when you're not on camera.
He's not shy at all. You're normally not shy at all, are you? No.
He's said more words than you do on an average show.
Oh,
so.
Is that right?
Well, he hasn't started Googling yet. So that's,
he hasn't.
That's a good thing.
But
what do you got? Was that a bear you were eating?
Yeah, today was teddy bear picnic at school, and he has not let go of his teddy bear since he got out of school today.
That's a cool bear.
That
is cool.
I don't blame you.
Welcome to the RCDG podcast.
Yeah, well,
RCG
ish. That's fine. Yeah. So Jack here and I went out to dinner tonight, and then immediately after dinner,
where'd you go for dinner?
Oh, the 99, of course. I don't know if you ever heard of that chain.
I've actually heard of the 99.
Yeah,
I've never been to it. It's the Get Smart thing, right?
It's what's up? Cool.
I think
it's all right. It's not that good.
I've seen the 99 driving up to the East Coast.
Yeah, likely. It's cheap. They serve popcorn before you get your food, so I love that. And you got juice. Yeah, and he got some apple juice.
Does he like popcorn?
Do you like popcorn? Yeah. How much?
Every item is $99, Randy?
Yeah. No.
$99.
You like it so much? Mm-hmm. That's good. And then we're immediately following dinner. What did we see when we came out of the restaurant?
Rainbow.
No, see it right here.
Oh.
Just like the color of the microphone, right? It was a big rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw a rainbow.
And it was his first time ever seeing a rainbow, right?
Oh, that is so cool.
Isn't it cool?
I saw your Instagram post about it, and I was thinking he probably experienced that rainbow the way many people experienced the total eclipse about a week ago. This is the first time you're seeing it, and it's just amazing.
But you can look at a rainbow.
Sure. Well, you can look at the total eclipse once it's eclipsed. You know, you just can't watch it as it's happening. So, but
oops.
And for those that are not joining us live, Chris has a new light up glow microphone.
Everyone's got a glow microphone, but this guy.
Yep, you just got the big old black one.
You can see it. Yeah, I got a big black mic.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
all I got. It's not colorful.
We just have the double rainbow.
It's got a bigger box. It comes in it probably.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm jealous because it's just a standard black microphone. I mean, just nothing.
It's probably the first time somebody with a black microphone's been jealous of two white guys.
It's a big mic, though. I got to say, it is a big microphone.
Yeah, right? It is. It's not the size, though.
But you asked before. it's the motion, right?
It's the color.
Is it the color?
It's the rainbow.
Now you asked before we started recording, is Chris? Was it Chris that said, "Do we have the same mic?" And I said, "No, I think Chris is a little bigger." Right.
So this is I don't know if it's the same brand or not. Did you get yours off of
the Zon. I got it off the Zon.
Oh, off Amazon. Okay. Was it the one that was on TikTok that everyone's been talking about?
I don't know. I was banned off of TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, the government started looking into it, and they said, "You get off of there." No, I'm just joking. Let me see. I think on my settings, I can look and look at the audio here. Let's see. Fine microphone. I don't know. I can't see the brand name, so it must
It almost looks like a popsicle, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the big? I don't. Well, they're not big here on the East Coast. Big sticks. They're big in California. It's the best popsicle in the world. A big stick.
I'm just familiar with the medium stick.
It's a big stick, but it's funny though. Now they're not as big because there's been shrinkage,
shrinkflation.
Yeah, shrinkflation.
The popsicle was in the pool.
Yeah, popsicles in the pool, but they because we don't have them out here. I looked for them. I can't find them. They have these stupid generic red, white, and blue ones, and all those other those stupid popsicles. But
yeah, those Patriot ones are too small.
Yeah, exactly.
The firecracker pops.
The firecracker pops. They try to overthrow the government.
It's the most laughter we've had on the show.
You. Because I'm dad. That's what I do.
Are you effing dad?
Yeah, that happened again.
It happened again. What was the punishment this time? Tell him from me as a fellow Jack. I didn't like.
It was directed towards mom and not me.
Oh, and what did mom do?
Was embarrassed because that's where he learned it. But yeah,
I had my we had the Glatfelder boys, and was it Tuesday? We had all 6 grandkids, grandkids, and that's the day Cindy chose to fall down the stairs and hurt her knee.
Oh no!
Oh, what do you think? Oh no, about that. I had more work to do because I had to take But then she did it again today. She slipped on the steps of the thing, and I'm like, she won't go to the hospital. She just says no. I go, you might have tore something in there. They might have. Yeah. She goes, well, I don't want surgery. I go, well, you may not have a choice.
But if anything's inflamed, I mean, they could at least give her a steroid or.
That's what I've been saying, and finally she started putting heat and ice.
Yes.
Heat. I go, that's what you have to do. She finally, after 10 hours yesterday, she finally told me to leave her alone. She goes, stop bugging me. I'm like going, but you're over here whining every time you move in bed, and I can't sleep. So it's kind of affecting both of us. I'm not sounding selfish, but
now in the first 48 hours, I've heard that it's only ice and not heat, because what heat does is it actually pools the blood. So if you have any bruising that's actually happening under the skin, you can't see that. You can't see that blood, but the heat actually draws blood to it. So you actually really want to ice it for the first 48 hours.
So I was giving the wrong advice, what you're saying.
No, I just,
when I was younger, I used to sprain my ankles like once every 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, I would just sprain them all the time. And
this was a knee injury that I had that somebody was just like, oh, you should.
And the doctor told me ice, heat, ice, heat, ice, heat, and it would. Cindy needs. Randy says Cindy needs to get her knee healed before the Amazing Race. Yeah, we're not going to the Amazing Race because I would come off looking like an asshole. But
it'll be called the Amazing Racist.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be racist, but it would be, because there's always that couple on the race where the guy usually looks like a dick because he's like going, "Can you run faster? Can you not? Hey, my brother-in-law does the On Amazing Race every year in San Diego, and we won it last year. But even then, I'm like, come on. She goes, I'm not going to run. I go, it's called a race. Anyway.
Oh no, it sounds like Sherry has had some serious breakage happening.
Oh,
So
no.
you had surgery
My
last week.
wrist, broke both major bones in my left arm and wrist. I have to have surgery.
God.
Wow, Sherry.
I hope you're right-handed. So.
Oh, here's Nick.
Oh.
Hey.
All right, so we can get rid of the kid.
Lose the kid.
Lose the kid. We're talking about my wife fell down the stairs, and she goes. Also, she was right. She goes, we don't have a camera in the living room anymore. We need to put a camera in the living room because if she falls down the stairs and something were to happen,
then you can put it on YouTube.
No, well, YouTube obviously, but that's how I stay out of jail.
Oh, right,
Oh.
sure.
I mean, Saturday Night Live said, did you see the Saturday Night Live sketch a couple weeks ago where they were doing like the Newlywed Game?
Oh, yeah.
And he said
he had all of these like weird kind of conditions.
He's worried about being taken to jail because his wife has an unfortunate
accident while they're on vacation. Yeah.
Can they? And also, the second one was, can they? How do I delete the stuff from my computer?
That was pretty good.
Speaking of Saturday Night Live, they had one of the funnier sketches in a long time. I think mainly because they were laughing. What's his name?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling was dressed up as
Oh
Beavis.
my goodness.
The Beavis Butthead sketch.
The Beavis and Butthead sketch was hysterical.
It
and
was.
the actress that was laughing so hard, she
Heidi.
said she
Heidi
didn't
Gardner.
know. She didn't know how they were going to be.
She had seen him she had seen him before because they do a dress rehearsal.
Right.
So she had already seen him in makeup. But she also, like the article that I read, it talks about how it's Mikey Day who's playing Butthead. And it's the Butthead that like she lost it on because Mikey Day, like apparently they sit next to each other a lot of times, like in the casting kind of thing, and he tries to get her to laugh. So within that look, when she looked at him, he did this thing with his eyes that just lit it off, like it just kind of set her off. It was like because
she just didn't snicker. She laughed.
Right. She full on. Yeah. And then she felt horrible.
Gosling, who laughs at every sketch he's in.
Oh, yeah.
And because he did that doctor one where that was the weird one where they were
the cookie crumble one, they should have aired the Papyrus 2, which ended up being like you had to kind of look it up online. They didn't air it live, but if anybody's seen the first Papyrus, which makes fun of Avatar for using the font Papyrus, it's hilarious. Yeah, they did a sequel to that because of the sequel.
For everyone, Nick.
Yeah, come on.
Some barbecue.
Where's our burgers?
Well, Sherry, I hope your surgery goes well.
It's barbecue, actually.
She had to have surgery last Wednesday, so I'm assuming that she's had
I thought it was this Wednesday.
So it said I had to have surgery last Wednesday.
Oh, yesterday.
Oh,
what is today?
Yesterday. Today's
Thursday.
I can't. Again, I had grandkids all week.
If she meant yesterday, I'd think she'd type yesterday. I'm thinking it's been a solid seven days.
Has anyone said the elephant in the room that someone's a fucking dad? He's such a fucking dad.
Well, I guess he said it. He said it again to his mom.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes jacks they're emotional.
They do.
Jacks are emotional creatures, and
with Cindy with her knee, I'm saying, okay, stay off the feet. So I had to go pick up Ava, which is like an hour round trip drive. Before I left, I cleaned the kitchen. I come back and the kitchen's a mess again. I go, what the fuck? I've cleaned this kitchen 8 times today. What are we doing here? And can we have? I know I've talked about the sandbox. Cindy complains about the sandbox, yet she's the one that wanted the sand. She goes, I hate sand. It's everywhere. I go, really? So sand is bad.
Would you call it coarse?
She goes, do you like walking on? I go, no, I don't. That's why I didn't want a sandbox.
Is it rough?
You need to keep her away from Tuscan Raiders.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are dead against the sandbox from the get.
Oh yeah,
if I recall.
Yeah. The kids, the grandkids love it.
I'm not just the men, but the women and the children. Sorry. A little bit of Anakin Skywalker.
Can you clean the deck off? I go, why? They're just going to go out there in a few minutes and
I would not push someone who
again.
hates sand. It's a dangerous game you're playing there, man.
Well, she always goes, that's why you hated the beach. No, I hated the beach because I had to park 10 miles away. And by the time I got everything down, it was time to leave.
Mm-hmm.
In San Diego, you can't just park right there. And you have your kid, not grandkids, you have your kids. I go, when I was young, I went to the beach with my friends. I just had to worry about me. Anyway, I'm sorry. I get.
I mean, that's why every year when I go on vacation, the prerequisite is it has to be on the beach, and we're not driving, we're not parking,
right?
We're not dealing with any of that. We're just walking out the door.
Yeah, I don't see that. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Being off the beach, I haven't happened a lot because I can't afford to. I'm not rich like Chris, so I can't party on the beach.
Neither am I.
Anyway,
he is rich. Yeah.
Look at his new mic. Look at his new microphone.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, look at the copy and Matt with the little colored mic and all that. Uh-huh.
It's a big stick. Did you ever have a big stick when you were in LA, Nick?
Well, I don't have to find one. No.
I know you don't have one, but big stick popsicle.
Popsicle. I think the beef jerky. But, okay.
Did you ever get beat up by a policeman with a big stick?
The big stick.
It doesn't hurt, but it's sticky.
But before we got off sand, did I ever send the meme to Matt and Chris? With it shows the scene where at the end of episode 3 where she's like, what do you want to name them? He's like Luke, and then Leia comes out and instead of saying Leia, she says Sandra. and everyone's like, "Ooh, sick burn."
I didn't get that because I'm not part of the cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just don't remember the Star Wars movies. That's all.
Sand gives Jack PTSD. Always hearing stuff from it. It was a nightmare.
Okay,
now, in fact, I used to take the kids to the beach without Cindy, but I knew to go. Okay, the surfers usually surf till 9 o'clock. And then they leave. They gotta get their wetsuit. I gotta take my wetsuit off.
Let's get some za, man.
Yeah. But they would usually leave by after they smoked a couple bowls or something like that. They would usually leave by 9:30. I would get there about 9 and pull. And she goes, "Why are you always relaxed when you go to the beach with the kids?" I go, "Because I know when to go, and I take the surfer's spot in La Jolla Shores." And I go anyway. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
No, I just was going to, agree with you about the sand getting in the house. My mother-in-law, she used to do this every Easter. She would get the sandbox and put coins and quarters in the sandbox for all the grandkids.
Did this?
This is my mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
And I like my mother-in-law. I got nothing against her. But this one thing for just Easter, it would just be for Easter. She would bury all of these coins in these sandboxes. Now, no, just loose coins, all throughout this big sandbox. Okay,
that's a horrible idea.
So, okay, I agree. I was always really annoyed because my son would be over there just trying to get as much, and it just got everywhere, And then we're leaving, and it's like we didn't even fucking go to the beach. We just got change, not even a full fucking dollar. Like
44.
Give me 22 cents, kid. Look at all this fucking sand.
I know. I'm like, we're losing money off the electricity I spent to vacuum out the car now. So I was the grumpy son-in-law that was just like, no, get the kids away from it. Let the poor kids be in there. So because all of the other grandchildren, there were some family members like, get as much coins as you can. I'm like, why are we?
We have no food at home. Get those coins. Throw some elbows.
I mean, put them in a couple plastic eggs. Throw them around the backyard. That's fine.
Yeah, one kid with a sift from the gold rush. He's trying to get it all.
And you're like, those aren't coins, man. That's just cat. That's just cat poo. So yeah,
Meowser's left his mark.
Well, it's like Cindy this Easter, every kid had to have $5 bill. Every kid had ones, and she goes, "Do you have more?" I go, "You see my wallet? You've taken everything." I go, "There's nothing left in there." I go, "It's for the grandkids." I go, "Yeah, I like them too, but I don't have to buy their love. They just like me because they like me."
So you're adjusting for inflation.
Yes, exactly. It just would Mauser eat the coins? Randy said.
This is not even at our house. This is at, again, my mother-in-law's house. It's something that she
Randy asked if I've been to the Outer Banks. No, but I almost had a part in the Outer Banks. So, but no, I've never been to the Outer Banks. I've been to a couple. I don't really like the beaches here in North Carolina. It's just not the same. They have the weed. The East Coast beaches are not as good as the West Coast beaches.
Okay. Unless you're rich and have a house, Yeah,
if you're Chris,
Cape Cod, or something.
Yeah, that's different.
On the beach.
I rent it.
If you can afford to rent it, I mean, it still makes you rich. Look at the new mic he has.
What?
Obviously, spent a lot of money on that one.
Don't jump on Chris. He's got his kid with him. He's being Papa Chris tonight.
His kid's got a dirty mouth, so it's.
He's just looking at it too. He's just like side eyeing.
Yeah, my grandkids, they said, "Oh my God!" They go, "Papa, that is a bad word." I go, "What did I say?" You said the G word. I go, "The G word? What's the G word?" I go, "What did I say?" I go, "Okay, for now on, it's oh my gosh." And then Cindy bought 265 water balloons. Those ones pretty cool. You fill up, you put it in so 265. So I put it in this green Tupperware thing, not Tupperware, a green bin
tub,
and it puts water. Everything. I go, I don't think I'm gonna be able to lift this up. So we drag it out there. The fucking balloons are everywhere. So I paid Zach $10 to pick up as much as he could. But there's still these little plastic balloons. I got the hiccups everywhere.
You're doing it wrong. Why?
And what happens is
you tell all the kids, okay, you got to go pick them up now.
Kids are soft today. Come on, there's no way I can tell the kids, hey, you played with it, you got to pick them up. They'd say, they'd be like Jackson here.
Whatever kid picks up the most balloons gets to fill one up and drop it on my head.
Ooh, there you go.
Well, to be fair, they were already Zach threw it at me on my back, and I'm like going.
And then you turned around and gave him money. I mean, the kid's getting away with murder here.
Well, it's the generation. It's not like my generation where it's like, did you just pop a balloon? Go clean it up now. Because what happens is it's so hot here, the balloons seal on the they melt and they on the cement. So I got a power washer out there, and it's a pain in the ass. I got all this red, white, and blue crap all over the. And then Cindy ordered a splash pad, which was a baby splash pad. It's not the right size. I said, I don't know if the hose reaches it. She goes, okay, we'll find out first, and then I'll let the kids know I have it. Well, guess who just said, hey, we have it. I go, I don't know if the hose. She goes, it worked last year. I go, I had a 100-foot hose last year. I have a 50-foot hose this year. She goes, oh, that's why I said wait until She doesn't listen. I don't know how we're still married. I don't know.
It literally sounds like every marriage, Jack.
Wait, it is? Really?
Some things.
I got sand, I got this, I don't know. And then we're trying to get this Nest camera set up for our bird feeders. The damn thing won't set. It won't. I've tried everything. I go. She goes, what should we do? I go, send it back. It's not working. It won't link. We can't get the blue light to work. And the blue light is key for you to set up we have like 7 cameras all around our house, but this 8th camera will not work. Anyway, yeah, you're right, Sherry. Women, such a pain in the ass. But anyway,
see, I didn't say that. I said marriage.
I think Sherry, I think we all know what Chris meant. No,
the combination of the relationship of both the man and the woman,
or just 2 people.
You're not running for president, Chris.
Also true, or 2 people, right?
Yeah, I mean, 2 people that have been together for a long time.
You're not running for president, guys. No, Chris is right. Women are just a pain in the ass. There, I said it.
It seems like
I'm backing Chris up on that.
This is like over a year-long theme of just Jack hating women.
Really.
I hadn't noticed.
I hadn't noticed either. I think
you guys don't have memories like I do.
So, I like your little thing you have every week where you it's always some bash at Jack.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Well, you're the one that gives the recap, right? Always something that I didn't really say, but I don't care.
So one thing that's cool about the mic is I can just mute it.
Oh,
by tapping the top, which is kind of nice.
Does yours do the same thing?
But I realized,
Matt
nice,
just hit.
nice.
Oh,
Matt.
we got a mic off.
What I realize is that
we got a mic off.
I will mute myself to rip a fart as to not have it be on the podcast.
Haven't we
I
all
just
done that?
woke up my son from farting.
Are you farting, Jackson?
Does it stink in here too?
He's burying his head right now for the audiences that are just listening.
My grandkids love their farts, and they're proud of it.
This kid did a fart
I
machine.
taught them.
Did you guys watch that video I sent you? Did it send?
No, you said that it smelled like cake.
And but you didn't get the video.
I didn't watch it yet.
I guess I'll watch it now.
Oh, it's
but
funny.
It just says fart comedy, Chinese drama. I
did not watch it. Sorry.
It's a good one. You'll like it.
I didn't have time to watch because I had another show to do before.
God, you guys are just awesome.
You know what I have continued to watch is I put For All Mankind a little bit of a hold.
What?
Just a little bit.
I have two
because I was getting really bored with it, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But
it can happen.
Fallout is such a great show.
And yes, everybody that's everyone that's tweeting me and Facebooking me, I will watch it. I just have had grandkids all week.
What episode are you two on since Jack's?
I'm pretty sure I finished 6. I could be. It's either I finished 5 or I finished 6.
I'm on 4 or 5. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Which one.
I had a couple questions.
I haven't started it yet, but I will.
I think the episode I just finished was like she got what's his name out of the suit. Maximus got out of the suit, and they started.
Hey! What suit?
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
it's a monkey suit. There's a monkey suit involved.
It's Iron Man.
No, it was actually after that too. I saw the bit when they were trying to cross the bridge, and they.
They
met the Ravagers.
It took me forever to realize who his squire was. The new squire.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Give me the whole plot.
Superstore.
Superstore. That's what it is.
Is this the one with William
Cheyenne's boyfriend?
Did you know who Titus, the voice of Titus, was?
Yeah. You mean the deep voice or the guy that was in Titus's?
The guy who was in Titus before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is Michael Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh really?
Stuff,
yeah.
Lefty figured finished it.
It was good. I liked it.
Lefty, I just got that. I was like,
thank you.
So Nick,
I'm sorry, Sherry. It just can't.
Oh yeah, you were there for that. Sorry. Anyway, Fallout. Yeah, it was. It's really hard for me to put it above Shogun because
it's not better than Shogun.
Because the 9th episode of Shogun, I'll just say, blew it out of the water.
So good.
It pulls your heart in so many different directions, and we'll just put a pause on Shogun for a second, and I'll go back to Fallout. So I finished Fallout today, and I did binge like maybe 3 or 4 episodes this afternoon while I was drawing, and it's dark and gritty, and it's got some scenes where you're just like, I just kind of want to unsee that now. Thank you very much. So there are some elements of Fallout that actually kind of reminds me of The Force Awakens. So you have this doe-eyed, plucky girl that's going into the wasteland to find something.
So it's terrible is what you're saying.
And then you also have this trooper.
Oh, I see where you're.
And you have this aged Hollywood cowboy figure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can see the archetypes are there. I get it. It's not exactly like that, but the archetypes are there for that. It also reminded me, and this is not a spoiler, but just in the first episode, in the first 2 episodes, if you watch them back to back, Jack, it's like a movie, the first 2 episodes. Because the first episode is more setup, where there's the second episode, you're like, okay, this is the
I will start it this weekend. I just haven't had time this week because
I didn't realize they had released all 8 episodes
all at once.
Because I watched the first one thinking, oh, okay, I have to wait a week, and then I looked and I was like, is this a glitch? Like, is it all 8 really? Because it's not Netflix. I was like, what the hell's going on?
What's it on again? Apple?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Okay.
Yeah, Sherry mentioned. Yeah, Fallout has moments of humor. It has a lot of humor.
Yeah. Yes.
Like there's one line the other day that I was watching it, and she's like, I need to know a lot about what's happened in the last 200 years. Like,
right.
She goes, round, flat. Where have you guys landed on that? Where is the Earth round or flat? I was like, oh man. But there's a lot of cool little. But
the Earth is flat.
I will say though, like if you've played the game, it is an unbelievably good adaptation of the game. Like it's very good.
But I've heard that you don't need to play the game.
No, you don't.
Right. No, you don't.
To enjoy the movie.
I like, especially those first couple episodes. It like I don't know if you guys read the book World War Z, but it was like that, and like you kind of had a few minutes of this character, and then it was flipped to a few minutes of this character, like how World War Z does. That's like you're seeing this world from different things, and then they all kind of merge. Well, not merge, but it's like
a terrible movie, great book.
There's a
World War Z is Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah, that's the movie, but the movie is completely different than the book. It's
I didn't think Brad Pitt wrote the book.
There's almost there's almost kind of like a slight nod. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it almost felt kind of like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, in a way, like the way that it introduced certain characters.
Well, so you're saying it's as good as The Good and Bad, the Ugly?
No, I didn't say that. I just said there. I felt like there's 3 different characters that you could introduce as the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the way that they set them up, it's kind of like that in a way. But it's not a direct homage.
All right. You sold me. I will watch it this weekend, but we're going to take a commercial break.
I assume that the Gould's daughter, you just see her in that first episode, but talk about that actress. Oh my gosh, she was precious. Like,
wait, what are we talking about now?
Same show.
Jack is like done. He doesn't want to know anything more about Fallout.
Yeah, true.
Go ahead, spoil me. Ruin it for me.
I did play the game. I did play the game.
I had a sandwich and didn't share it, but go ahead.
I have played the game, and there were certain things in the show that I don't remember from the game at all. And maybe it's because there's been multiple Fallout games and different. Maybe there's certain missions that I never got to because I was always kind of on a multiplayer kind of, like. But
what was the game on? Was it Nintendo or?
It was on PC. It was on Super Nintendo or Nintendo.
I thought it was a PS. I thought
it was on. Maybe it was Xbox. Maybe it was Xbox.
I thought it was on. Yeah.
PlayStation.
I thought it was on PlayStation. Yeah.
I think it was definitely on Xbox as well. I played them all. And then the games themselves are making a resurgence right now.
I'm sure.
Fallout 4 came out back in like 2013, 2014, I think it was. Or before that, 2012, 2014. I can't remember when it came out, but it's like one of the most downloaded games right now. And then Fallout 76, which was pretty much critically panned when it first came out, which came out 6-7 years ago.
76 the year? Or?
76 is actually a reference to the shelter number.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay,
but that game was pretty much panned when it first came out, but they had a lot of updates to it. And it has because there's a multiplayer aspect to it. Now it's really kind of like pumping it up, and it's got the more users playing it right now than it has ever since it was launched like a few years back. So
that's all it takes is to get something, a popular TV show.
Yeah.
Rolling.
And Bethesda Game Studios, which is now owned by Microsoft, is actually pushing out a next generation console update for Fallout 4, which is like its first update in forever. But it was an update that was promised a long time ago to to enhance the frames per second and graphics and all that type of stuff for the newer generation of consoles that you can do a lot more. So that's coming out on the 25th. So there's a huge campaign to kind of bring it all back, and it's working.
So someone's making bank. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not us.
Well, yeah, no.
Even though you got a new microphone.
Yeah.
Is Jack no sleep?
Someone's embezzling. Is that your?
He's almost there.
Yeah, so I'm not. I don't want
to be fair, Jack. The microphone that you're using costs significantly more than the microphone that I'm using.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not as pretty.
No, it's not.
I think I would like it if they made a Red Dead Redemption
movie
or show, because
what?
Red Dead
Redemption. You would like it, Jack. It's a Western.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. And so
this is a game?
It's a game.
It is.
So
there's two of them.
2011 or
the first one?
The first one is 2010 or 2011, somewhere in there. And that one takes place in like 1911, like when the West is dying off. And then the one that came out in 2018 is Redemption 2, which is a prequel to the first Red Dead, and it starts in like 1902.
Yeah,
and ends.
I was born in 1903.
Well, but it's good. You'll like it. So you have, and what's great about both of these games is you start off with one character, and at some point that character dies, and then like their son or someone else will take over. And it's like, but you still keep playing, it's fun.
So you're a character in this game,
correct?
Is that what you're saying? That's why I don't play. That's why I don't play games, because I get
it has nothing to do with the Red Scare either.
Well, what's crazy is like you think about like the evolution of video games from when we were growing up to now. The ability to tell incredible stories in these games is like mind blowing.
Well, just even like the aspect of world exploration
for sure.
Like that's one of my favorites.
When Fallout 4 came out, because it's the map of Fallout 4 at launch was essentially Boston, and the surrounding towns.
That's the town that's got those mountains, right?
That's not Boston. That was The Last of Us, right?
Nice callback, Nick.
In playing Fallout 4, I remember when I got it, I was living at the time. I was in Franklin actually, but you could actually venture out. You could actually venture out to where I used to live and where my wife grew up, in one of the towns outside of Boston. But you could like walk to that town and kind of go to some of the landmarks, which I thought was kind of cool, just because it was fairly geo-realistic, which I thought was kind of nice. And they did have a downloadable content pack that added Providence.
Oh, nice.
To the map.
The TV show?
What?
There was a TV show called Providence.
Oh no.
He means his hometown.
What? There was some. I don't make this up.
I
was born 20 years too early, because I would have been a gamer.
Yeah. But to the point of the TV show, and Sherry was mentioning how Sherry's mentioned Jack. I've never played the game. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely, you'll enjoy the show. I just think that if you played the game, you're going to enjoy it even more. Understanding is fine, but like you're going to love it even more just because of
same. Is it same characters or same premise?
No,
same. Yes, you could say same characters, not the actual character, but the same type of people, same type of characters. And funnily enough, it's actually directed by Christopher Nolan's brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Jerry Nolan.
Bob?
Probably a month ago, where Christopher Nolan was talking about that, how he's haunted by a line that his brother wrote in The Dark Knight. His brother actually wrote the line,
"I'm Batman.
You either die a hero or."
Oh,
yeah. I'm constantly haunted by that line because I didn't write it, but people constantly ask me about it. It's like, fuck you.
And who'd have thought that the two brothers in the same year would come up with a hit production that has to do with what happens after a bomb drops?
Yeah.
What kind of bomb?
Yeah, I don't.
A big one?
Oh yeah.
You just gotta stop worrying, And
I'm stressed out. It's gonna happen eventually. I'm sorry.
Going back to Shogun, I think Matt wanted to talk about it. So neither one of you two have started it, right? Shogun?
No, I've started. I'm about 30 minutes into episode 2.
Okay. So yeah, like the 9th episode. I mean the 8th episode.
The 8th episode was really great.
9th was just like, holy shit, tear my heart out.
It's like Bluey.
Yeah. I mean, the last episode of Bluey, we can talk about that. The one that just
I didn't see it, but I know people were crying.
Yeah.
It's a great show. Don't shit on Bluey.
I'm not. I didn't. Where did I shit on Bluey? I just said I didn't.
You can crap on any of these other shows that we talk about. Even though I love Shogun, you mess with Bluey.
I did. I just said I didn't see it yet. I didn't. I watched Blue. I watched Miss Rachel. I'm
done. Done with this show.
I know she's pregnant now. Oh, sorry. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Because I was asking my grandkids who were watching. I said, "Okay, Alex, why are they moving?" And he said, "I don't know." I go, "You watch it. Why are they moving from their house?" And I go, "And why is Bluey in the seatbelt? It's clearly not protecting her."
You got to watch it, okay? Just watch it, and you can't bring logic into a. You just got to enjoy the heartfelt drama of that family, and it's lighthearted. It's beautiful.
I get it. But you know what? I've never to this day seen a full episode. I know they're only like 7 minutes long.
Okay, watch the episode Granddad. I think it's season 2. Look for the episode Granddad.
You know what? I probably have seen. Because the kids watch it, and I'll sit there, but then I have to get up and change diapers.
I'm not saying like every episode is like rips your heart out and makes you cry with Bluey, but there are some episodes that, as a parent, or even as just somebody that's lost a parent, it pulls at those heartstrings. In 8 minutes, a little show can do that. It's a testament to the writing on that show.
I watched it for 4 years and didn't realize that Bluey was a girl. I thought Bluey was a boy dog.
Oh, well, we won't spoil Shogun.
I didn't know she was a bitch.
But as far as a penultimate episode, this one just delivered, and I don't want to spoil Jack at all. But the way that it, Sherry, I'm not gonna tell Jack what happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Fallout first because people are just.
They're both very good. You don't have to deal with different shows.
Yeah, and you don't have to deal with translation on.
That's true.
On
I don't mind the translation. It's just by the time I finish podcasting, by the time it's like 11:30 at night, I can't concentrate on reading. I'm tired. I'm old.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm an old man, and so it's just like I can't see. I'm like this on the TV. What do they say? Because I can't read it. I'm old. The print's too small.
Well, again, I don't want to spoil but I was about to get spoiled because I kept seeing headlines about it, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta watch this episode," before I'm spoiled on what happens on this episode. Because they were already kind of hinting at stuff, and I'm like, I gotta see. So I already kind of knew. And
so is it all the episodes up yet or not?
No, she got one more.
There was one more, and again, this is a one and done show. It makes me so sad. This is as high as drama can get. Like I know, sure,
but you say
here,
one
there's
and done.
There's not a lot of lighthearted comedy in this show. It's very serious.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind one and done shows if it's done. If the show should have been one and done was what was the show? Americans? What was the show with
The Americans?
Not Americans. What was it? He was a POW, and what Carrie was the bad crier.
Homeland.
Oh yeah,
Homeland.
Homeland.
Yeah.
I agree. If I ever recommended it, I'd say just watch the first season and that's it. And he should have died. He should have actually blew himself up, I think.
Because
Matt Treast, I was on here. I'm on the show. I'm telling you, it's Homeland.
Because that was so stressful. The acting was, that was great.
Yeah,
the third season was good. The second season was bad.
Yeah. It definitely had a lull, and it ended okay, but it's one of those things that they had too many just seasons that just lagged.
Yeah. The first season is probably some of the best television ever.
It's the same as like Counterpart with J.K. Simmons. That's only 2 seasons. It was on Stars, and I forget where you can stream it now, but that's an excellent show, and it never got the credit it deserved. I know we talked about. Did you guys ever watch Counterpart?
No.
It's a neat premise.
No, I didn't.
So it's kind of like an alternate world, and it's taking place in Berlin, and it's J.K. Simmons works in like this kind of like CIA type thing, and he sits down all the time in front of these like a, when you're in a call in a prison, like a glass thing, and it turns out that at some point, a portal had opened up to a mirrored dimension.
Oh,
and so everyone on this other side of the glass is like Earth 2,
really?
And
what's it called?
It's called Counterpoint or Counterpart.
I can't watch that yet because I have to watch Fallout.
Yeah, but watch it. It's
Matt's
good. It's a good show.
Pissed at me.
And it's just 2 seasons and done. It wraps it all up. It's a good series.
Counterpart. Okay, all right.
Came out probably 4 years ago.
I've heard. I think you've talked about it before.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It sounds like a show I would like.
Yeah.
By the way, the 3 shows that we've been talking about for the last couple episodes, though, 3 Body Problem, Fallout, and Shogun, all have some really visceral, violent, like graphic. I would say
I'm cool with that.
Shogun would be the lowest of those that have like it still has some kind of like intense kind of bloody moments, but the other two definitely do not hold back on showing you the like.
But I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
No, I'm letting listeners know, like, hey, 3 Body Problem does not hold back on showing you like. That's got
to be second on my list. But, well, I know I got to do Shogun. So 3 Body Parts is on my
3 Body Problem. It reminds me of Lost in many ways because of how epic and grand the sci-fi elements.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that the characters hold up to what Lost is. Like, I don't care about them as much as what I did about Lost. Lost had more seasons to develop that care or that concern for those people. So
this is the first season of Body Parts, right? Or Body?
Yeah, 3 Body Problem. Yeah. Chris, I got to tell you something. So
you don't have to.
The last time I talked to Cliff, 3-4 weeks ago, he messaged me and he's like, "Hey, I just found this show called Invasion, and I'm really liking it." And I went, "Where are you at?" He goes, "I just finished season 1. I think I watched the first episode of season 2."
Just
I was like,
"Stop now, Cliff."
I know exactly. I was like, "Cliff," I just want to let you know the first part of season 2 is excellent, and it goes off a cliff. And
it's a Manifest show.
It's
better than
Manifest coming back.
It's way better. Manifest.
No.
No, Manifest is done.
It's done. Okay.
It's done.
Stick a fork in it.
But he wrote to me today because he finally finished season 2, and he's like, "I would have been happy if Invasion 2 if everyone would have died. I can't believe they're making season 3." And then he wrote, I'd forgotten, but he's like, in quotes, like, "I'm perfect for this mission. No, you're not. Get out of here. Go through the portal anyway." And he's just like, "We have to get my daughter back." Oh my God, get over your daughter already. I'm going to let all these other people die because it's my daughter. It's just, I was like, I told you, Cliff, it's terrible.
I haven't seen the show, but to be fair, I mean, if you can try and save your daughter, you're going to try and save your daughter, right?
You are, but like at the expense of everyone else's
show's
lives,
for, though.
I would do it. I would, if I could save one of my kids or grandkids, I'm going to save them. But
we know which one you'd say, Jack.
Yeah, I know.
I know I texted you guys about it, but I did go see Civil War, and it is not worth seeing.
Yeah, you told me.
Oh, really? I heard a lot of great things about it.
I think it depends. Like I went into it with high hopes because I really like Garland. I think he's Ex Machina and Devs, and like there's so many stuff he's made that's excellent. This one to me felt like a half-ass Apocalypse Now. It's the same premise. Instead of having a boat going down a river, you're in a SUV. There's no plot. There's no character development. There's nothing in it.
Victory?
Huh?
Napalm,
yeah. The only thing that's good about it is the last probably 20 minutes of it when they actually get to DC, and it's just nonstop Civil War actual fighting in DC. Everything up in the first 2/3 of the film is just a lot of convenient scenes that really lead nowhere. And that's, because I'm such a plot guy. I mean, I'm sure some people would probably like it, but
I need a good plot.
It's just like, okay, here's a scene. Okay, here's a scene.
Whoa. That tree's
Okay, so strongly disagree. All right, so like I was saying, like I don't care. I mean, like if you like it, great. Actually, this is my opinion of it. I just didn't care for it. I felt there just was no character development.
So
no one was
who do I trust more? I like Matt Treese's views, and I like Nick's views. Who do I trust more?
It's, by the way, it's shocking that Nick would like something called the Civil War.
Right?
No, he wouldn't like something.
He has to lose twice.
I guess. I mean, yeah. I
don't know. Spoilers.
Chris for the win.
I didn't say it. Okay, it just seemed obvious. Like, hey, you dislike this. Okay. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, I gave it like a
6.5
out of 10.
6.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Take that. Dune Part 2.
Wait, hold a second. Matt Treese, Nick gave it a 6.5. What would you give Civil War?
Yeah, so Matt said he thought the main three definitely went on a journey. The young woman, especially.
Yeah. I mean, like the part where they
9 out of 10.
Matt gave it a 9 of 10.
Whoa!
Wow. Okay.
But what would Matt Treese give Dune Part 2?
Right.
Did Matt? By the way, did Matt care about the Civil War? Matt Treese, did he?
The Civil War,
the original Civil War,
the Civil War. We have no idea.
I almost went and saw it.
I'm still watching Manhunt. They finally killed.
Visually, it's great. I mean, it has good things about it. It's just, to me, it as a certain point in the movie where I'm tired of it. I was just like, I'm ready to go. And then that's
you were out of popcorn.
Oh, we lost Nick to.
Nick has gone to the internet.
Will Fry, I think Will Fry will be the tiebreaker. He says, I plan to go see it this weekend. So,
okay. Well, keep us posted. I want to hear your
review.
We got
Matt Treese 9 out of 10, Nick 6.5, which is I think one of the lower scores you've ever given a movie.
6.5 is not a terrible score, though.
A terrible score. Like
I think it is a terrible score.
Yeah, it's
if you give me 6.5, I'm not spending $50, $70 to go see a movie.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow, $70. Who are you taking?
Alamo,
and what are you doing?
Food.
Almost
ding, ding, ding. Everybody
drink.
Everybody drink. Alamo Draft House.
Come on, it's the best place to go see a movie.
I mean, Jack gets just double Jack and Cokes the whole movie. It's just
I mean, you could see a movie for cheaper though. I'm just saying
you can, but I gotta have, because Cindy goes, hey, let's go see a movie this weekend. I go, sure. She goes, there's nothing to see.
There really isn't anything in the box office right now that was appealing to me, other than Civil War. And I was going to go.
They're making less movies, right?
But then I was like, oh, I recall what Nick said, and I'm not going to go do it.
Well, there was also the actors' strike and the writers' strike too. So
and
that
COVID
really slowed.
All
that's true.
Well, the COVID was.
We're past
4
COVID
years
now.
ago.
I mean, Chris,
4 years ago, the writers was wearing a mask. The writers
right, but it's not even in theaters anymore.
It's in some. But
it's not around here.
What's in
Dune 2?
So you see, if you're gonna go to the movies right now, Dune Part 2. That's what you got to get.
Yeah, Sydney's not going to see Dune.
I think I'm going to wait till it comes out and I can watch it on the old.
I'm going to wait for the book to come out.
Oh yeah, that would be the sound in the movie theater when I see Dune Part 2. It just I love
Dune Part 2.
I loved feeling like I was in it. So if you have a
were in it.
If you have the Apple, what is it called?
AirPods.
No, the Apple, like what is it?
The Apple Vision Pro.
Apple Vision Pro. Yeah, if you have that, then
you can watch that.
You could at least have that immersive kind of.
Does your head float around in the show, the movie?
Yeah, his head just floats around in the background.
Do you look better
than Timothy Chalamet? No.
Sorry. He's a handsome little devil, isn't he?
Eventually, he's gonna be like Upload Jack. He's gonna be in a bodysuit and the goggles, and sitting in the bathtub.
Randy says there's no Alamo Draft House in San Diego. That's why I moved. I said, "Fuck it, you're not gonna have Alamo Draft House. I'm out of here. I'm moving to Raleigh, where they're gonna have one." I don't fuck around.
Well,
I'm almost moving out of Raleigh because I don't have a Jack in a Box, but.
So I did a little bit of tweaking and upgrading to the office space a little bit to
Okay.
clean it up a little bit. I'll give you guys a quick little grand tour. So I did take the
Oh, right.
what do you call it?
The cocaine mirror.
So those were the monitor stands that I was using.
Wait,
I don't know if you
wait.
can hear me. Yeah, I went and I opted for like a double mount for 2 monitors.
So
yeah, you
mounted,
did a
double
double
mounted.
mount.
Double mounted. There you go. There. Way
Yeah.
to go, guy.
That's the way he rolls.
Yeah. It's
So yeah.
like a porn movie, double mount.
You said the quiet part out loud.
Welcome to Pornhub. I got my
And
double mount.
I cleaned up the office a little bit and got my dual monitor mount and
Way to go, Michael J. Scott.
shaped it up a little bit. Got myself a new microphone. And
The
after the debacle of last week's camera operation,
You have
I got
the
a
best
little-
mic on the show. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry,
Wow.
Matt.
I went and
I
got
mean,
my.
I'm
jeez.
sorry. His
You
mic
know.
is better than yours.
Well, you
after
clearly
the
have a
debacle
bias
of
over
last
the
week, I
white
got
mics.
this little thing here to mount my phone up there, so it's not jumbling all over the place like it was last week.
It's still jumping. You're all over the place. You're making me sick.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
And the bike.
Like,
It's like
what-
an
what
episode
is
of
this, a
Seinfeld.
Yeah, I was like, what is this at 2000?
Okay, this is your bike in the background, right? People in the chat.
Yeah, that is my bike.
So, does this bike have like brand new tires, or is there like dirt on them? What's the deal?
Yeah,
You ride the bike.
They are kind of covered in dirt. I probably shouldn't have brought it into the house in its current.
So you
state.
ride the bike like every day?
Could be
I haven't gotten into it since it's still been really cold around here, so I haven't really gotten into it full fledged for this year. But
So
up to the fall,
So
yes.
you're training for the Tour de France, but it's too cold right
no,
now.
I don't ride the road. This is just for
What do you
just
ride?
for the house,
just for trails.
just for
Trails. So you go on trails.
Mhm.
Are there mountains? There are other mountains in Boston.
Why are you giving him shit?
it's all just flat trails, you know.
Because I see a bike sitting there, I'm just thinking, okay, the bike's just sitting there. It's not being used.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just asking. Is the bike being used?
he just equates it to the Seinfeld episode.
Did he purposely leave the door open to say, "Hey, I got a bike"?
No, I left the door open so in case my son decides to come down again,
Right.
I'm not gonna get freaked out by a fucking toddler walking around the corner all of a
But you
sudden.
purposely
that
put
would
the
like
bike,
a jump scare.
Well,
purposely put the bike in position to be seen.
That's so
Oh,
his
yeah.
kid can knock it over. No, the bike's just sitting there. I assume that doors.
Look, I gave you the mic, Chris. That's all I can give you. I can't give you the bike.
That's all you're getting tonight. But speaking of Seinfeld, though, I don't think any of you have seen the last episode of.
I have
Curb.
not seen it, but I
No, no, no.
similar to the. There you go, Chris.
I love Curb, but it was kind of like compared to everything else, it's the lowest priority right now.
It's this season.
I
I
was
would
just
say
fucking with you,
it's
Chris.
not been my favorite of the Curb seasons.
I think that's why I kind of stopped. There were so many just awkward scenes where it's like, I can't handle it. I can't handle this tension right now.
Well,
Let's watch
awkward
something
scenes.
else.
That's the whole.
That's the whole
Curb
thing.
series.
I know.
That's the
That's
whole
Curb
thing.
Your Enthusiasm. That's Seinfeld. That's
Mhm.
everything.
I was actually watching a clip, probably on Instagram or something, of Jason Alexander, and he was talking about season 1 of Seinfeld, and how he goes, one reason why that season is so odd is because we did not understand the characters or the show or anything.
Right.
He goes, I remember, we did one episode, and then when we got the script for the next episode, everything that George did was unresolved, and it didn't even bring it back up again. And I just remember going to Larry, going like, "You can't just leave this stuff unresolved." He's like, "Of course I can." Like, and he's like, no one would ever do this. He's like, I did it. And it's like all this. He goes, and it took me that whole first season to realize that George is Larry David.
Right.
And he goes, and he's talking about, he goes, when you watch Curb, he goes, Larry is that kind of guy to where if you get a zinger on him, he has that introspective thing. He's like, do I let it go or do I go for the throat? And he goes, and you see it in Curb where he kind of has that little, like, puts his tongue to his teeth, like, He goes, that is Larry David. He goes, and when he's thinking that way, you better watch out. And it's like, And I was like, wow, it was just neat to hear all these insights about.
I was watching Jason Alexander was on with the guy that plays Newman.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on his name. And he said they had a guy came out. He played the caddy on Kramer's Caddy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I know.
Court and stuff like that. He said that the people on Seinfeld, the four main people, were very just like didn't talk to you, didn't acknowledge you.
Really?
Yeah, he said, he goes, they were just terrible. So they're asking Jason Alexander about that. He goes, yeah, Keith Hernandez, I guess, said I was just unapproachable.
Yeah.
He goes, I didn't like being around. I
remember, I think it was Jason Alexander as well, talking about, his wife that died off from the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what they said about it, because that's what he had said. Is that he goes, people talk about us for being hostile to other cast members and that we didn't want them. He goes, and that's really not the truth. He goes, really, just the four of us had a chemistry, and if you did not get in there, then you were automatically kind of pushed out.
Well, rumor is they didn't like her.
Yeah, that too. But he
like
kind of shot that down a little bit. He said, he goes, it's not that we didn't like her. He goes, it's just that
she didn't fit in.
She didn't fit in. Yeah, she didn't fit in at all. So
she was the type of act. She just, I liked her character.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? Where's Matt Treese? Drawing a blank on her name.
Was it Helen Hunt?
No.
The
only thing I know her from, other than that, is that she was in Hot Shots. She was.
She's the envelope.
Right.
Susan, yes, yeah, Susan. Envelope look. I mean, that's one of the classic scenes where they kill off a character and nobody fucking cares. Huh. Oh, she's dead.
Well,
all right. So you want to get coffee?
I thought the ending of Curb was pretty good.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it, but I'm kind of sad because that's it.
Yeah,
and that's it. And
I mean,
he's been doing it. For
Larry Davis, let's face it, he's a genius. I mean, he's just. Wouldn't we agree? He's a comedic genius.
There's definitely moments, I think, with Curb where you either are on Larry's side and you're like, I've totally experienced this and fuck these people, or you're on the other side where you're like, Larry David's an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's fair.
But he is an asshole, but he's genuine. I mean,
sure, he's genuine.
I always go to the scene where he's at a restaurant and this guy is talking on his Bluetooth.
Right.
And he, blah, blah, blah. I mean, and he's like, starts talking loud and he goes, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm just having a conversation like you.
Right.
Because it happens all the time. I'm at the store and someone's, and you're like going, who the fuck is he talking to? And I go, oh, he's talking to someone on the phone and I got to hear his fucking conversation. Why?
I was walking up to this sushi counter at my grocery store just the other day, and I was like, the woman's talking, and I'm like, oh, hi. She was not talking to me at all. She was having
the employee was.
Yeah. It was like I heard her talking, and my wife and I are approaching the counter there, and I'm like, oh, hi, and then she keeps talking, and I was like, clearly I'm not part of this conversation.
It's the worst thing because you think, okay, I'm old. And I still to this day get freaked out. I mean, I get fucked. It's like, I don't know. It's like I don't walk around the thing. Hey! I lower my voice. I say, if I'm messing something, I go, hey, what was I here to pick up? I
like to take this conversation on the road. I like to take our podcast and just go to the grocery store or drive-throughs.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us explore the different places that I can take this podcast.
Because I was the other day, I'm like going, I had to go because the Gladfelder boys were staying over, and we forgot to get bacon, which is you have to get bacon because they like squishy bacon. They don't like the bacon cooked. It's got to be squishy. It's got to be just
rubbery bacon. What's wrong?
Rubbery bacon.
What's wrong with these kids?
Because I made a mistake today. I cooked a little too long, and Zach was like, "This bacon sucks, Papa."
Well, you know what? You're gonna eat it, and you're gonna like it.
No, I ended up eating it. Because I'm a
that doesn't
guy.
work anymore, Nick. I've tried that. It's just like they're like, fuck you.
Kids today they're
sit here.
Like Everyday Inventor said, I like it crispy and juicy.
You didn't like it in my house. You didn't get fed.
My wife, we were in the grocery store the other day, and she said, we're just picking out the groceries for the week, and she said, hey, do you want to have bacon this weekend? And I said, yeah.
She doesn't like meat, right?
I was like, if you're asking me if I will eat bacon or if I want bacon, that's like asking me if I want sex. The answer is always going to be yes.
Yeah, you've been married a while.
It's valid.
You've been married a while. You're like, is there a breeze coming through here? Because I think it's my time. Oh, nope. Good night.
The pressure I feel on making the bacon for the Gladfelder boys.
And then you get neither bacon nor sex. It's like, what the fuck?
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Sausage and
turkey bacon
over.
You get turkey bacon and a fucking handy. It's just like, fuck. All right. God damn it.
Well, today speaking of turkey, I'm making turkey sausage for Cindy. And I'm making bacon for the boy. And there's pressure. Because they will not eat it if it's at a certain crispy level.
They won't eat it. You've just really
more bacon for you.
Well, I did. Again, I ate it, but like Zach was like, "Oh, this bacon is too crispy." I go, "It's squishy. It's got squishy fat on there." He goes, "No."
What if resetting them expectations?
Yeah. What if you gave him $10 to eat that bacon?
He wouldn't eat it. He's got more money.
He'll pick up the balloons from the water balloon flight, but not.
Well, he did it for credits for some game he plays. It's like when Cindy fell down the stairs, he was right there, and he didn't. He said he couldn't help Cindy because he was saving the Titanic. I go, look, the fucking Titanic sank, dude.
Be a cushion for your grandma.
He plays this Titanic game. I don't know what it is.
He's really got a love of Titanic.
What kind of game could he play up on Titanic? Like,
I
you're an iceberg.
Women and children down the stairs first.
How many people can you fit on the door? Yeah, exactly.
I'm frozen, but that was funny.
Yeah. Jack, just speaking of bacon, like, and I know you love Band of Brothers. I think it's in the episode points, or it's right there towards the end when Winters is, like high up, and what's his friend's name?
Nix.
Yeah, Nix. Nix comes in, and he has his aide there, and he goes, I guess you do things like coffee. And he's like, yeah, I can do, sir. And he's like, all right, black, 2 sugars, and a bacon sandwich. And then you never see if he gets the bacon sandwich, and it drives me nuts every time.
I don't think he gets the bacon sandwich.
I doubt it. Yeah, because I
don't think it's where are they going to get the bacon at?
Right. But
he's lucky he got fucking coffee.
Right. But I just, God, like,
what
so
the fuck? Sorry.
Every time, yeah.
All right,
I think I told you guys.
Jack's frozen face is basically like, "Come on, what the fuck?" And then Chris is just like, just trying.
Chris is like, "I got a fucking mic."
All right. I rarely eat breakfast, but I remember in college.
But when I do,
it's usually women.
It's a giant dick.
It's just a big chocolate dick. Yeah. I remember coming into our kitchen area, and Jack left, I guess.
Yeah.
And our cook for the fraternity would always have pounds and pounds and pounds of cooked bacon. And so for like 4 years of college, I just ate every day like a gigantic bacon sandwich, and it was just I go tell him what my cholesterol was in my early 20s. It's the happiest 4 years ever. Anyway.
So my camera I'm using is actually my phone, obviously. So,
okay.
My daughter's blowing it up right now, which is why I keep losing camera connection because she's at a sleepover at her friend's house, but her screen time is still on school mode. And she's like, "Dad, I'm at a sleepover. Turn my phone back on, please." I'm like, fair enough. I guess you can make that work.
Yeah, like every other girl at the sleepovers got phones out. They're doing shit,
dude. Like, so she is like the last of her friends to have a phone for sure. Like, it's not even made up. Like, she used that as an excuse, but it's absolutely true. But her Her mom is a guidance counselor at a middle school, and her dad works for the company that manufactures her phone.
Right.
She is completely screwed because we know exactly what goes on and how to manage it all. And she's just like, I can't win.
You're talking about kids and cell phones?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Jack, I was just sharing that the reason my camera kept cutting out is because my daughter's blowing up my phone. I'm using my phone for my webcam.
So she has an Apple phone now.
She does. She got one for her birthday.
What's nuts is like, go ahead, Jack.
Because Zach was telling us, he goes, because they're saying he has to have at the most a flip phone until he's like, but like 83% of the people, it was some weird number.
That's crazy.
Of the kids have cell phones, Apple phones,
which they're not needed. Yeah.
I go, the problem is, your parents don't want you on your cell phone when you're trying to, you're supposed to be learning.
How old is he?
He's 9, so he's third grade. I go.
I mean, I'm in no place to tell the glass filters how to raise their children.
But the longer you can keep them off.
But the problem is you have parents that he's going to be picked on because he doesn't have a phone. I mean, it's just
kids his age don't have phones.
Oh, he'll be picked on. I'm looking at it as a grandfather.
Get better friends. Get better friends.
And fuck those kids. You can only. You're at school. You can't.
But come on. You know what? The SAT. Like my daughter just took the SATs, got her scores back, and I was like, oh wow, okay. She did not bad. But you're looking at the national average, you're looking at the state average, and you're looking at how many you're actually looking at how many dumb assholes are out there. Okay.
Oh, there's a lot of dumb assholes.
There's a lot, but then when you look at the stats about like this stuff, you're like, shit. Okay, well, no wonder we're in the situation we're in.
Well, it is bad, but I think parents,
but allowing them to.
I know teachers have had to tell parents, "Hey, stop texting your kid."
Right.
While they're in school, because parents are so fucking stupid. I mean, being a teacher my daughter's a teacher, so she, she has to deal with this crap. Some of the stuff I go, really? Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff because she deals with kids who need special, they need
special
help,
needs,
special needs, and some of the parents are bonkers. It's just like they expect miracles, but they're not on the same page as the teachers, and the teachers want to do nothing but help the kid because it makes their job easier if the kid is caught up. But it's just it's just crazy. It's just a crazy world we live in. That's all I got.
Yeah. A couple other shows I wanted to bring up.
Way to go, Nick.
I'm just trying to keep you on your toes, Jack, because you said you're done. So I'm
done. I'm out of here.
Well, Jack, I didn't hear you because I joined late, but Franklin is excellent.
Yes.
Franklin is excellent.
I think I'm 2 episodes in on Franklin right now.
I went to that show with the lowest expectations, even though I love Michael Douglas. Well, think about it. It's Benjamin Franklin. Like, how can you make a show, especially just this one small period of his life, interesting? And I was like, sure shit, they did it. I was like, this is great.
What I like about it is they didn't try to, like Chris was complaining about Abraham Lincoln's voice in Manhunt. It's Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
It's Michael Douglas playing playing Franklin. I mean,
exactly.
He's not changing the voice. It's not. But I go, isn't Franklin more bald than he is in this?
Well, that's why he's wearing that fur cap.
Yeah.
He wears a fur cap.
He's got hair.
Okay, but you know what? He's not going to shave his head. Not like Shogun.
But it's really
seriously like Shogun. If you watch their hairstyles, Jack, there's an option. There's an option for you.
It always comes back to hair for you. There is no fucking option for me. I have no hair. My grandkid told me all week, and I had no hair. But no, with Franklin, I didn't know a lot about the grandson.
Just get some bangs.
But we're watching it, and it's funny. I was watching the George Washington on History Channel about his, and about the French guy that came to work with Lafayette. And I'm like going, and Cindy goes, "Oh, I like Lafayette. I hope he didn't die." I go, "Wait a minute, he doesn't die because I go, he doesn't die." I go, literally, I know because I'm just watching the Washington thing, and I go, I know history. I go, and she goes, "Well, they're saying he died." I go, "He doesn't die. Yeah, she's like going, but I like him. I go, he doesn't die. And we're like having an argument. I go, she goes,
well, technically,
another Lafayette.
Dead.
I go, no, there's not two Lafayettes. There's one Lafayette, and
there's one Lafayette, and that's think about the Patriot with Mel Gibson. That's who the French guy is with Mel Gibson is Lafayette.
Yeah, I go, they don't show. Yeah, exactly. Hey, my daughter, but I go, he doesn't. Matt. I go, he doesn't. So we're having an argument about him dying. I go, he doesn't die. I go, trust me, he's alive. They didn't show him. Wouldn't they show him dying? So anyway, it's if you haven't watched Franklin on Apple TV, it's really, really good.
It's really good. Another show, which I think I did mention to you guys, you can watch the first episode for free if you don't have Showtime or Paramount Plus. And I updated my Hulu just so I could watch this show, which is A Gentleman in Moscow with Ewan McGregor. And I was shocked how good that show is. And I like the premise of it.
I'm sorry, Matt's gone off the rails.
Well, he is what's it called?
Fucking high?
No.
Camera obscure.
What's the bathroom stall with a hole in it?
Peephole.
No, not a peephole. Glory hole.
Glory. Oh, sorry.
You're seeing Matt right now in most bathrooms.
Oh, okay.
No.
See what you missed by not joining us live.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. So a gentleman, to give you the premise of what A Gentleman in Moscow is Ewan McGregor is an aristocrat in 1917 in the first episode, or 19 basically when the Soviets become communists, and they're killing all of the aristocrats, all the people with money because they're becoming communist. But they allow him to live, but he has life imprisonment in this hotel to the day he dies.
In a hotel, not in a gulag.
No, in like a 5-star hotel. And that's the first episode.
That's why I'd rather live. I want to live in a hotel.
And then it skips years though. So like the next episode, instead of being 1917, it's 1922. Then the third episode is 1926. So you're seeing like how he's changed, and I really have enjoyed it. It's
all right. I'm gonna add that to my list.
Yeah. Then what else was there? I did give Sugar. I think is also on Apple.
You said that.
Colin Farrell.
I'm going to give it another shot because I think I was probably half-assed paying attention to it. It is a noir, which I'm not a big fan of noirs, but I'm going to give. My sister liked it, so I was like, okay, I'll watch it again.
Well, if your sister liked it,
well, yeah, exactly,
and you agree with your sister.
And then I really want to watch Ripley, which I haven't gotten around to yet.
Yeah, I want to watch Ripley too.
What's Ripley on?
Apple.
Netflix.
Apple. Is it Netflix?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the Talented Mr. Ripley, that movie they made 25 years ago with Matt Damon and Jude Law, and
that was 25 years ago.
What's the name? Scott.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Was that really 25 years ago?
Yeah, like 97, I think. So it's longer than 25 years.
Wow, I'm getting older.
Philip Seymour Hoffman is in it, and then
the Hoffman,
the original
Hoffman.
The movie came out in like 97, 98, somewhere in there.
Because he's not in this show.
No, he's dead.
Yeah, he brought him back to like CGI.
Yeah, but I definitely want to watch that.
I did check out an Apple show that Jack suggested, and I'm gonna forget the name of it now, because it's got a really convoluted name. But it's that British show you told me about. That's kind of like
that's on the cock.
No, it's on Apple.
What should I tell you to watch on Apple?
It's the it was a British show that was on there about
the comedy.
Yeah, it was a comedy. No.
That 404.
No, not 404.
I thought this is a throwback joke, and you're going to say Ted Lasso. Do you want to recommend?
No, I told you about a Peacock show, 404.
No, it's not the cock show.
All right, Matt, land the plane. What do you got?
I wish I could remember the name of it. It's got a convoluted name to it.
I told you to watch some British show on
Apple. Yeah. Okay, it'll take me a second here. I'll look it up.
Sorry.
Thanks for bringing
Argyle?
No, but I've been wanting to watch that. I've been advertised enough about it. I'm like,
Apple
okay.
Show on. Huh. Well, it's funny is I'm watching Franklin. And I've got who is the trader guy? Spoiler, the doctor. I go, what show is this guy? I kept going, which? It said he's like, I don't know. I go, wait, 404, the show I've been trying to get the Ramblecast guys
Spoiler
to watch
alert.
on the cock that don't watch.
Yes, Dick Turpin.
Oh, Dick Turpin.
The completely made up adventures of Dick Turpin. See, there was a show that you. Anyway,
right.
completely off the wall, funny, irreverent, and I love that it's. I love period piece BBC,
and it's funny.
Stuff, so Dick Turpin,
and you have to. Pay attention
it's funny.
To it. You have to pay attention to it.
Yeah, there are some definite visual jokes,
misadventures
throughout the kind of
Turpin. Yeah.
Yes,
we talked about
I would say that the
week.
first episode didn't hook me. It was the second episode that I was like, oh, okay, like I'm really enjoying this. So the first episode is total setup, kind of, but comedy.
Well, it's funny when they go to the bar and say, okay, you guys get back in 30 minutes. Let me go. It's like, why would I come back? I'm gonna be hanged.
I liked the callback at the very end of the first episode with there's a wheel kind of moment.
Yes.
Like, oh, okay, that's pretty funny. So
it's a bizarre show, but it's pretty funny. Also, I watched Franklin Teddy Roosevelt on the History Channel. It's pretty interesting.
Franklin Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt. I'm sorry, Teddy Roosevelt.
FDR.
Not Franklin. Not FDR.
The
Teddy
Roosevelts.
No, not. I've watched that, but no.
That's like a year or two old, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just about Teddy Roosevelt. It's very fascinating president. Very, he was pretty interesting. Very interesting guy. But no, Will Fry says, "What do you think about the Coyotes moving to Salt Lake City?" I go, Salt Lake City, really?
I completely forgot about the Coyotes.
Yeah. I mean, they were sold, so it's new ownership, which is good.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't realize it changed it from
Coyotes
the Phoenix to the Arizona Coyotes. I didn't realize that happened.
Nobody cared.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even know this was a sports conversation. I thought we were talking about wildlife. So
the Winnipeg Jets weren't they the Jets?
I think they were their own team, weren't they?
I think they were the Jets, and then they got
Jets?
bought or sold and moved to. They were in the Phoenix Coyotes, and then they went to be the Arizona Coyotes.
The problem with any team in Arizona is it's all transplants.
Right.
It's like any team in Florida.
You're never going to get a solid fan base with
transplants. It's like San Diego had for the longest time. It's people moved to San Diego. Now people can't afford to move to San Diego. Right. So the San Diegans are now taking over. It's just whatever.
No one cares.
Anyway, it sounds like you're not a Jet. You're a Jet.
I'm Benny and the Jets.
Right. Okay. Benny and the Jets.
Matthew Tree says 99. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Problems, but the bitch ain't one.
Oh, I think he's talking about when the movie came out.
The Ripley.
The
channel
Miss Ripley.
Miss Ripley.
I'm sorry,
it's a British show that we don't know about. So.
Oh, wait. So yes,
the
Jets were the Jets were the Atlanta Thrashers moved and became the new Jets.
By the way, Atlanta Thrashers does not sound like a mascot that you want. Like, hey, our team lost. Let's go trash them.
Well, we have a bird that comes to our bird feeder. It's called a thrasher, brown thrasher.
Oh, or is it a thrusher?
It's a thrasher.
Oh, okay.
We got these cool yellow birds. The tiny yellow birds that come there. They're pretty cool. Cardinals and stuff like that. But anyway,
Tweety bird. Is it Woodstock?
It looks like Woodstock.
We got a
bird.
We got a
pretty bird.
I thought he was just quiet.
I like the way he just laid there.
My bird died. What happened? His head fell off.
Oh my god.
Anyway, are we done here?
Well, there she is. That's and Bob's her uncle.
Are you ready to leave, Jack?
I am not ready to leave. No.
We should probably put another commercial break in.
Let's take a commercial break.
Oh,
that's why I'm the producer.
Do we have any emails?
We can only do one thing at a time.
Exactly. I have to make time because I can't piss off Colleen. So, but anyway.
And We didn't quite prepare for our next verses. We keep forgetting about.
I forgot all about.
We'll do that next week.
Well, we didn't know if we were gonna have Nick. So
we didn't know.
We didn't.
That's fair.
Pleasant surprise.
That's like a bonus, having Nick this week.
Well, it's a bonus episode. Nick was here.
I was really excited that we had Jack as a guest star. So it's like guest starring. It was like with the credits roll. I would say that. So
Sherry asked, "Are we going to the meetup?" I guess I got no choice.
There's a meetup
here.
Yeah, the Raleigh meetup every May. They never tell me the dates.
Seriously, Jay and I
figure out.
It's the weekend after Mother's Day.
Jay and I were planning on going to Atlanta to watch a Padre game.
Nice.
It didn't work out. Jay was pissed because the game on Sunday.
Now he's got to do the meetup.
We were all set to go, saying, "Okay, we'll go Friday to the dinner, and then we'll just leave Saturday morning, go see the 2 games of the Braves." But the problem is the Braves and Padres are playing Sunday night. I go, I can't go to Sunday night. I got to be back Monday morning. I go, that fucking sucks. So we were going to drive down, but nothing against people coming. We want to see them. But it was just like,
Jack's more than willing to see them.
Yeah, Jack, you just revealed your plan on how you were going to avoid everybody.
No, it was not avoiding. No. that sounds bad the way you're phrasing it.
Oh, okay. You don't do anything like that for us, do you?
Well, no. The problem is you got all these drunk people. You got.
Well, we can't hang out with you and be sober.
Well, true. I guess that's true. But you have Drake the Destroyer who gets me high and
right
argues with Matt how to make a hamburger.
One fucking time. And by the way,
I was there for it. I was like, it was uncomfortable. I was in the middle of you two, and I was like, hey.
So, what's the argument? How to make the patty or how to cook it?
How to cook it.
So
I'm not going down this road again.
It was a veggie burger versus.
I was protecting the veggie burgers from getting
meat was being cooked
scorched.
and coming in contact.
No. It
I wasn't even there.
No. It has nothing to do with veggie burgers.
I have no idea.
I felt like I was.
Why do you need to cook? Why do you need to cook a veggie burger?
Okay.
For veggie person,
you know what? I've explained.
Yeah, like it's like
the point that I was trying to make sure that the veggie burgers were not overcooked because they don't need to cook that long. They just need to be heated up for a very short period of time.
And
so that's all I wanted. I did not want them scorched or dry.
Hold on a second.
And there's several other
I was in the middle of this. I was in the middle of this, and I'm just like going, "Hey, I'm just here to watch the burgers cook," and I'm like going,
"Sure,
this is uncomfortable for me."
Yeah,
no, he's not there to help. He's just there to watch somebody else cook the burgers.
An episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I'm just here to watch.
It really could be. Because,
I'm like going, can we? Is there a middle ground? Because I was like Peacemaker. Is there a middle ground that we can?
I would have heated them up in the fucking microwave to avoid the argument. Seriously, like
that's not the way you cook a meat burger.
And okay,
it was ugly. It was almost like World War III.
Yeah, so I hope you guys have a good time at the meetup this year.
Yeah. By the way, I won't be at the meetup, but it has nothing to do with veggie burgers from 3 years ago, which Jack wants to bring up. No.
Wait, are you saying that Jack is bringing up something that happened?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that he would bring up something.
Because I remember sitting around the barbecue going,
at least your fucking thing happened.
What? At least
your fucking thing that he brings up every so often actually happened.
Al, go beat up an old.
Oh, you mean like me? You mean like me sledding in blue jeans?
Oh yeah, good point.
That happened. Yeah.
Sledding in blue jeans.
I was not sledding in blue jeans that day.
Can we so much better of a story with you were.
Hey! I agreed with Matt during the whole burger thing, though. I said, well, if Matt wants his burger,
now you're just gonna play Switzerland.
I'm from. My people are from Switzerland, so that's part of my.
It's part of your. Yeah,
it's part of my heritage. It's in my blood. I can't help it. But no, I did agree with Matt on the burger thing. I said, well, if Matt wants it, and of course Drake is looking at me. He's got the weapon. He's got the spatula, and I'm like going. It was awkward. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dun, 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 dun,
I don't know why we still have a meetup after that.
We got any emails?
No, we
Yeah, especially from Drake. He wanted to complain about me micromanaging his burger. By the way, there were other veggie people that I was representing.
There were a lot of veggie burgers there because there's a lot of veggie people coming to the meetup, and that's why I don't want to be there.
I won't be at the meetup because I already had a airplane.
Come on, Matt, come to the meetup.
Sure, I just have some extra money laying
Just
around.
drive down with Dan, the serial killer. It's tempting, isn't it?
It's super tempting.
Come pick me up. We'll go.
Bring Chris down, and Nick will come in. We'll do a live show.
Drive 1,800 miles east.
If Dan is driving, and I can somehow finagle a way to go, then I would ride. I would ride with Dan, but I already kind of played my plane ticket. Wait, what?
It's been a while since we've been in person. So I'm hurt.
I know, but I like to think that
I canceled my Braves.
These times that we have
Braves tickets to be with you, but that's okay.
Wow, way to put the guilt trip on me here.
I was hoping Nick would show up too, but Nick said, "Fuck you, I'm not coming."
Fuck you.
And Chris, of course, he's got a new mic, so he can't afford to come down.
That's right. Got a whole new.
I've gone from rich to poor in the span of an hour and 27
because
minutes.
You spent so much money on that mic.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there it is.
I'm kidding. I'm just anyway.
Well, I hope we don't split up over this. I was trying to make a banana split joke. So, yeah.
Sherry says I planned on it, but then I had surgeries scheduled back to work.
Or
meetup, so I don't think.
Yeah.
Well,
Jack,
so you're
Jack
using
has
the whole
problems. Matt has back problems. They show up.
So Sherry's using the whole. I got a bad arm. I got a bad head. Okay, whatever, Sherry.
So you had to have surgery.
Oh, I had surgery. Put some ice on it.
I really, Sherry, I hope you get better. Surgery is no fun. And
it
as
is
someone
no fun.
Who has had 7 hand surgeries, I would probably pass out. So,
do you think, just because I've seen more and more, because I remember you talking about how when you saw Empire, and your mom said, that could be you one day.
Yeah,
and I'm seeing more and more commercials, where people are getting like these really kick ass.
Sure.
Would you ever do that, or are you good?
I'm good. So also as a child, so there's a follow-up story to the Empire, is that, I'm probably all but 5 years old, and I'm thinking about this, and, I'm thinking about the idea of losing my physical hand for a robot hand. And I had this kind of like emotional cathartic moment. What's that? I would have been 4 when I saw Empire. Yeah. But I remember sometime in that period after Empire really contemplating the idea of like losing my right hand and getting a robot hand. And I didn't like the idea of losing what is mine. Like, it's like, it makes me unique, and I liked that aspect. I didn't, now getting a robot hand to crush, beer cans, that'd be cool. So,
what if it was like a bionic man hand where you had like tools inside of it and shit, or like a laser for a finger? Or
sure, like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah,
so you're saying if you had the opportunity, you wouldn't do it today?
Chris is trying to point something out to Jack because
Jackson's having brain surgery.
I knew about this.
We talked about it actually before the show began.
Oh.
Well, so Jackson doesn't know about this, but we actually talked about it before.
If you believe in prayer, pray for Jackson Glaffelter. He's got 2 brains. He's got 2 brain tumors. He's gonna have surgery next Wednesday.
What is with Wednesday and the surgeries, huh?
I don't know. So
hump day.
Well, I think I'm very positive about it. I think he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Modern science is fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You can pray
Jackson, we're all rooting for you, and
praise your doctors. That's awesome.
Yes.
It's amazing what medical technology
Good luck
today.
1,000%. You got this, dude.
You got it. That's what I told him. I said, you got it.
Yeah.
You have a bitchin' scar when you're done.
If you even have scars anymore, like there's so many times where they can just like put it in a little small thing, and then
It is crazy because they go in like I know Cindy's gallbladder. I don't know, was it gallbladder? Yeah, they just reached in and pulled it out, and there was no scar.
Yeah,
I go, that is incredible. Because back in the day, it was like,
yeah.
Jackson, when you go in, just to make light of it with your surgeons as you're going in, is just say, "Hey, can you put Wi-Fi in there while you're
right?"
I want the 6G.
Exactly.
6G.
I got the COVID shot. I got the 5G, but you got the upgrades? Come on.
It's time.
It's time. Yeah.
It's time. But Jackson, you're gonna be fine. I honestly believe that.
Go get him, dude. You got this.
Already affected your right eye vision.
Wow.
That's yeah.
Well, I think with surgery though it'll improve though.
It's unfortunate that
might have been a little too much of the woo. Start using your left hand, dude. Like give the right side a break. Come on. Wow. Levity here.
There's definitely some correlation there. There's
I think Chris could be right about that.
If Chris was right about it though, he'd be blind. So
I'm just agreeing with Chris because I'm getting older and I want to get beat up. So I know how he likes to beat up old people.
Only
especially if I had glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chris always said, "Hey, come up to Boston. We'll go to a Red Sox game." Yeah. So I'm sitting there with my glasses, and Chris just starts pounding the shit out of me.
I beat up old people.
I would like to go see. I would like to go see a game at Fenway Park before I die.
Out in right field, looking at right field.
Yes, we can do that.
behind one of the pillars. Or something.
Behind, the Obs view. Yeah.
The most uncomfortable ballpark in America, hands down.
Petco Park was voted the #1 ballpark.
It's a gorgeous park.
Yeah, it is.
Ironically, you can't bring your pet. So
no,
it's bullshit.
Yeah. They won't let you bring your dog.
There are Arizona has was it Florida that Marlins have 3 games a year where you bring your dog it's like why are people bringing their dogs to a baseball game? The dog's not enjoying the game.
Family.
This isn't Fallout.
Oh, is that part of Fallout?
Oh, right, yeah. Now,
fucking brutal. Actually, that is a dark ass fucking backstory that I did not need to know.
Is it you guys saw the miniseries Chernobyl, right?
No.
I saw Chernobyl.
You didn't watch Chernobyl?
I did not.
That was good. That's a good one.
That's excellent. They go around killing the dogs.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
And then there was a dog with puppies. And the guy didn't kill it. And then the guy said, "You have to kill the dogs." Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
It was really sad.
Just as brutal.
With the dog, were you guys just slightly a little bit irritable that it didn't show loyalty?
Yeah. Well, fucking
it does show loyalty, though.
It does.
Dogs are soft.
A little bit. Yeah.
It does. It does show.
Benjamin Linus gave that dog a life it was not going to have. It should have been a bit more loyal.
A little bit.
But it is loyal. That's why it's
spoilers.
Okay. I don't know if Jack still has his headphones on.
I don't know if that's really a spoiler because
I've been watching them all. I've watched
right. You haven't watched them all. Okay. Well, I'll wait for the rest of you to finish up, but I do think that dog is still loyal to someone. So
okay.
Yeah. I've got my own take on that. We'll just wait. I guess we're just gonna wait for the offer we can't refuse here for Mr.
Why did he leave for?
He was upset about our jokes about him being old.
He's the one who's been saying he's old the whole night.
By the way, it really would be funny though if he was at Fenway and you just snuck up behind him and just punched him in the head.
And sucker punched me. That's what he did to the other old guy. I had to pee. I'm sorry. I tried to hold it, but
I think not really. I think he should punch you with a hot dog. Yeah,
a Fenway Frank.
Frank, just like here's your fucking hot dog.
I would never waste a Fenway Frank.
Is that what they call them, Fenway Franks?
They do.
Are they good? Are they?
Yeah, they're very good. Absolutely. Made by KM.
Is there any go-to toppings that specifically the Fenway Frank is known for?
Mustard and relish.
Okay.
Mustard and relish. I like ketchup and onions.
I'm sorry, ketchup and mustard and relish, rather.
What kind of asshole puts ketchup on a hot dog?
I do.
I put ketchup on a hot dog.
I'm kidding. It's from the bear. Come on.
Oh yeah.
No, it's from,
I will say
it's from Dirty Harry.
I will say though, my favorite condiment for a hot dog is celery salt.
Yeah, it's expensive as shit.
Celery
really
salt.
Celery salt. If you sprinkle, not a lot, but you just sprinkle a little bit of celery salt in your hot dog.
Yeah, well, that's what Chicago dog. That's what Chicago dog has on it.
I've never had celery salt.
Never had a Chicago dog?
Oh, I've had a Chicago dog.
Never had a Chicago hot dog?
I've never been to Chicago. Oh, I've been to Chicago Airport, but
yeah. I mean, Chicago hot dog has celery salt on it, amongst other things, but it's really good.
Chicago dog's good. It's a bit fucking much.
It's a bit much.
If I'm being honest here.
Well, Chicago, their pizza's a lot. I mean, it's a lot with their food. I mean, they have a lot of stuff.
But celery salt is a fucking amazing topping for a hot dog. You can't overdo it because it's literally salt.
So it's salt. So celery, can you buy it anywhere?
Yeah,
it's just expensive though. You can get it at the grocery store.
What are you saying, poor?
But the thing is, though, if you have
when you look, when you're in the season aisle.
I've had the same jar of celery salt seasoning for like 5 years, though.
True.
You don't use it a lot.
Yeah, because salt in general, you don't. I mean, you can buy that thing of Morton salt.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
How do they make any money? Because I literally will have that Morton salt for like 10 years.
Right.
Yeah. Celery salt, like when you're looking at the seasonings, all the seasonings, and you see everything for like $3.99
like
or
$8.
So yeah, it's like it's triple the price of everything else in that aisle
because so they make it out of celery.
It's celery. It's the water from the celery stalks that are like boiled down. And they just put the salts out. Yeah.
So you're saying
they soak? I don't know what the hell they do. They soak.
So you put that on a dog, is what you're saying?
Oh, it's so good.
Great, yeah,
so good.
Yeah, I actually have a good Bloody Mary recipe that also you put the celery salt in the Bloody Mary. It's really
nice.
Yeah.
While you're looking for that celery salt,
I'm going to also look glory hole.
You're going to also be looking for that truffle oil.
Yes.
And I still haven't got truffle oil either.
Yeah. Nick, did you want to weigh in on the black truffle oil versus the white truffle oil?
No, it's a mix of table salt and ground celery seeds. I was overselling in the fuck.
Oh wow. That. Okay.
So for everyone out there, I had to fly to Houston yesterday, and
are your arms tired?
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah.
And sweaty.
Yeah. So I finally listened to the episode back in February, late February or early March. March 1st was the day of that episode. Yeah, and that was the last one I've missed. And so I got to it, and they were telling Jack all about truffle oil on fries and how to put them in an air fryer. And
you know what? I forgot all about it. So you mentioned it.
I used the joke today, though, in a different context.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
I did. Yeah. I was referencing Jack's mic.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That thing is an ebony staff right there.
Ebony.
It is true. I mean, Matt is always he said it I think twice now in episodes I've missed where he's always dead right that when I listen to you three guys talking without me, in my head I'm already going like, this is what I would have said right now. And like he's like, I feel like Nick is just making a list of all the shit we're talking about right now.
I expect you to come back with this like, all right, minute 35. I just want to say,
I gave you a 6.5. It wasn't very good.
Not a good episode, guys. Chris, you didn't say anything for like the first 11 minutes and 20 seconds.
That made the episode better.
I'm here to please.
Yeah,
and sometimes I just gotta shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you know what you do. What about chili? What about chili on a hot dog? We cool with that?
Fantastic.
Sure,
I love a good chili dog.
Chili and cheese and
I
think I'm gonna do after this. Make a hot dog.
Really?
Yeah,
it's just like middle of the night. You're like, fuck it, let's make a hot dog.
Hey man, nothing says health like nitrates at fucking midnight.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's good for you. Sure, be waking at 4 o'clock in the morning and have to take a poop.
What are you guys going with? You going with the pork hot dog or you go with the beef hot dog?
Oh, I go back and forth.
I
like them both.
I like the beef hot dog. To be honest with you,
I like the beef hot dog.
So then you got ballpark Frank. So
I gotta admit, I do not like hot dogs. So
really,
Yeah. I'm not really a big hot dog. I like a brat.
As I say about brats, yeah.
Brats good, yeah.
So, and
I go to a baseball game. I gotta have a hot dog.
For all of those people that are slightly vegetarian out there, and for the other three guys to just shit on
Drake.
The impossible meat. They make a brat, and it is really good. It is,
but it's
like,
but it's not.
And I have had every single different kind of veggie dogs. They're all shit. Okay, all the veggie dogs they're horrible. They're not quite as bad as fake bacon.
Fake bacon is the worst.
But the veggie dogs are not great. But the impossible meat, the brat, I just
what do they use for the casing?
I'm not sure, but the casing, there is a casing around it, and it's full of oils that drip out and everything. We grilled them on a fire, and they grilled great on a backyard fire, but they also grilled great on just a griddle.
Did you have control?
My wife got a Blackstone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my wife got a Blackstone recently. Yeah, so and she's loving it. That's why she's been making some breakfast in the morning with like eggs and pancakes.
Dude, that's awesome.
Bacon. So
I want one too, but I just
all right. I'm really hungry right now. Sherry says Nathan hot dogs are good. Yeah, they are. Good. We get the Nathan hot dogs because they have the skinless ones, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. They do.
The kids won't choke on them. The kids are soft today. You have to get
Jerry, Jack, and I have talked about it. We should watch The Food That Made Us and watch the episode with Nathan's hot dogs.
Because he started from nothing.
Yeah.
I'm also a big fan of chicken sausage.
Oh,
chicken sausage.
Okay.
I like chicken sausage a lot. I mean, I don't get me. I fucking love regular sausage, but chicken sausage is also really good, and it's a significantly healthier alternative.
It is like turkey bacon. I mean,
but turkey bacon fucking sucks.
Well, no, if you get butterball turkey bacon,
yeah,
good.
No.
I'm
There's
telling
no
you,
defense.
What about
you? It's not bad.
Okay,
so I know I've told you guys this story.
So when I have bacon, I don't want. I
want fucking bacon.
I want good.
I know you want heart disease. I get that. I get that you want heart disease.
Going back to the sex metaphor.
I'm telling you, butterball turkey bacon is not bad.
What would turkey bacon be?
I know I've told you guys this. Like
stop eating turkey bacon.
I'm gonna go to bed early so you can go watch a movie. That's what It's not even handy. That's like go do it yourself.
DIY. Okay.
We haven't been at Comic-Con. We haven't been to the. We used to always go to Cafe 222. I think was what it was called. Colleen liked it, and we found actually a better breakfast place though in downtown. So we haven't been in a while. But every year, Colleen would want to go, or Jana or somebody would want to go to this place, and every year I'm like, okay, I'll go. And every year at fucking Comic-Con, they don't have real bacon; they have turkey bacon. And every year I fall for it. I go, you know what? I'll try it again. And every year I did that first bite, and I go, what the fuck is this shit?
If you cook
Lewis blacked it like immediately. What the fuck? There's soy in it.
If you cook the turkey bacon slow and put it like together, it does get juicy. Like it's an acquired taste. You have to get used to it.
Yeah. This is the problem. If your mom's gynecologist was Matt, this is your first point of view.
Hi, how you doing?
And you wonder why some kids want to stay in.
You're about 4 inches dilated right now.
But with turkey bacon, I think that Sydney and I, the family, we made a thing about turkey. Okay, like for 2 years, nothing but turkey bacon. Then we broke down and got some real bacon. I was like, oh my god, it was like heaven. So there is a big difference between real bacon and turkey bacon. I will tell you that. But you just have to get used to it. I can't look at Matt seriously anymore.
Nobody can.
Sadly, all right, this might be a little cold.
All right, I think this is a good time to stop
Any emails?
No emails. I did want to say, Chris, though, Lewis Black is on his very last tour. If you want to see him.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah,
he's got to be like 70 something now.
He's in his 70s for sure.
I saw him on something the other day, and he looks it.
Yeah,
he looks.
Chris
old.
wanted to jump on stage and beat him up
because I want to say he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, September 28th and 29th he'll be in Boston.
September when?
September 28th and 29th he'll be in Boston.
Did it say where?
The Wilbur.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's his last. It says it's called the Goodbye Yeller Brick Road Final Tour.
I might go to that. Where's my? Oh, I can't get my phone. My phone's fucking camera. God damn it.
Well, let's end this so that you can.
Okay, sorry.
All right, so because I gotta get something to eat, I'm hungry. All right, guys, this is it. That's all we have. Jackson Glopfeller, we're all behind you.
You got it, man.
You got it. We're all thinking about you. You got this. But this time we're gonna thank all our patrons. We thank all our patrons, but we're gonna thank 4 patrons at this time. We're gonna thank Eckhart Richter, Glopfeler, Maggie, Magnificent, Joanne with a plan, and Ed, the creepy poopy letter carrier. Matt, I can't even look at you. That's all.
Thank you. That's what I wanted.
That's all we got. Thanks for listening, and thanks for everyone who was in the chat. And Will Fry says he's in Nashville on April 20th.
Oh,
yeah.
My wife is in Nashville right now.
He's doing it's like a year-long tour, but he's taking like a week between each date. So you guess he's just kind of
what a dick.
Yeah, but no, I mean, she meant like he's.
That sounds awesome.
Like, he's just kind of touring the country. I wish he was coming to Denver.
One day a
week. But he's not coming anywhere.
Yeah, if you do it, do it. What the fuck, man?
Hasta luego.
Wow.
And goodbye.
That was the C-section.
And fucking goodbye.
Oh, God. Hasta luego and good.
See ya.
Arrivederci.